What? I am not your little sister. Hey y'all,
Is your phone
welcome.
down?
You said what?
Your phone down?
Mhm.
Cool. Cultivating
Hello, all of our
conversations.
Facebook family and YouTube family.
How's everyone doing? It does feel good to be back.
It does.
We went on a nice little camping trip.
We ain't going no camping trip.
Hold on. It sounds like an echo.
Oh.
Screw back. Hey, Father, can you let me know if there's an echo?
Oh yeah.
It's fine. I
Dad,
can
put a
hear
thumbs
something.
up in the chat if it is an echo. If it's not an echo, I don't hear
Oh.
an echo. But hello, STEM excellence. Hello.
I think everything's good.
I think so too.
Cultivating conversations with DP Squared.
He said thumbs up.
Cool. Episode 126. Nah.
It has not been that many. Like
Episode 5?
I think so. Is it 5?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure episode
Dang.
5.
Dang.
DP Squared been through a lot.
We have in our short time.
In our short time, it's very long lived though.
It is.
I'm very happy. I
Me
don't know
too.
about today. I'm feeling good today.
You having a good video day.
Yeah, I'm having a good day today.
Yeah.
So hopefully it shows that on screen.
Facts.
What's up, family? Hey, how y'all doing? But yeah, where you been at? Where have you been at?
Me? I've been in the house, like chilling. I mean, I did go to the Super Bowl party, so Super Bowl was crazy.
You had your mask on?
I was eating. So
yeah, the whole time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. When Super Bowl was lit, I had my little party in my dorm. I had a great time.
That's good.
Did think the Rams were gonna win. I wanted my man Joe Shiesty to win, but you know it's okay. Can't win everything.
Did you bet?
Did not bet. Unlike the first episode, people think I'm a better or something.
Yeah, they think you're obsessed with betting.
I did not bet, but it was a great game to watch. Had a lot of fun.
It was.
Now it's your turn to ask me where I've been at.
Not that I care, but where you been?
Been on a journey.
Okay.
A long journey. You know, it took me a while to come to the realization.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't been doing anything. Just been hanging out, been in my room. The same old. It's been getting warm though here. You know,
yeah,
we get warm. You start seeing shorts everywhere.
Yeah, now that's crazy. I still won't wear shorts for months.
Yeah, it was like 70 for 4 days straight though. I can't lie. It was feeling real good outside.
It was global warming. You can say thanks to global warming.
Wait, duck your hair real quick. What's that hat looking like? Looking like?
Thanks. We got to point out our hats we got on. I know you see a little rainbow at the top. Yeah, let's talk about it. So happy Black History Month, period. I know we mentioned that before in the last episode, that was Black History Month, but we wearing this hat because we wanted to announce that we have a collab that is now live. It is with Ann Blossom, or I think they go by Ann Blossom Baby as well.
Yeah.
But they're another Black-owned business, small Black-owned business, and we did like a collab pack. So basically, you could, for $50, you could purchase one of these hats, either the one I have on, which is better than DeAndre's, period. It's like, no, yours is kind of fresh. I like yours with the little
mine's
rainbow.
Much better.
Yeah, yours is fire. I just have like a little bit.
I put a fit on with it, unlike you. So.
Oh, shut! I got my Barack Obama shirt. He fire. I know y'all see that. Barack Obama's lit.
See,
but
check out the Instagram if you want a hat. Slide us a DM.
DM us because you'll get one of these hats and then one of our shirts as well, which I know a lot of people are familiar with our logo shirt.
Love the logo shirt.
Yes.
So yeah, check out the hats. It's super warm, honestly. It's not just for style.
Nah, it's not.
It's super warm, super thick, and great. I think this is what material is this? I don't know. I feel like knitting. I
don't know, but it's handmade though.
Yeah, handmade feels really good.
It made me look like a boy. I don't like that.
Great colors.
I feel like a skater, but it's okay.
It's super warm though. I can attest to that.
Yeah.
I wear it at school all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have a haircut and stuff. Throw the hat on.
10 out of 10 recommend. Facts.
I do recommend this hat. So yeah, check
Instagram out. Supporting a business, so it's like
you can DM Deja and I as well.
Or they can DM them too. So I can put their Instagram. Let me see.
Yeah, in the chat. Shout out Jeff, W Hat. Definitely W Hat.
Shout out Jeff. What's good, Jeff?
W Jeff.
Or if y'all just want to support them and follow them, I put that.
Yeah, that too. We're just here to collaborate.
Yeah.
Show love. They show love back. We love that. So cool. Yeah. So
what are we talking about today?
what are we talking about today? I think this is kind of what everything is. You know, we're on social media right now, on the Instagram, on the Facebook, on the YouTube, all social medias.
Facts.
But times wasn't like this before. But now that it is here and here to stay, you have to be here for it. You have to learn, you know, but a lot comes with it. Mentally, I'm talking.
I had to shout out Fenty.
Okay. But a lot comes with it. You know, mentally, you know, you become attached to social media. I am one to do that. We all are. I believe that. Especially us being young, that's where everything is. That's where the new business ideas are. That's where our life revolves around. But as a teenager, and you know, growing up, we weren't really on the social media side of life until, you know, maybe you got to college and I was in high school. That's when we really dove into that because that's how we had to communicate with everything around us.
Yeah, I mean, but that's not the case for everybody though. Like
that is true.
Some people go back to 2010, all their childhood photos on Facebook.
So, what I'm trying to say is today we want to talk about the underlying discoveries that we have seen our friends, our community, people around us that social media has done to us and how it has affected us in the short and the long run. And we just kind of want to brush and deep dive into the topic of how it has affected us, what we learned from it, what we can give you guys some topics and ideas of how to, you know, maybe take time off, learn from being too attached or relying on social media or seeing others or putting on a face online. Kind of give our ideas about that.
Yeah.
You know, and something that I was thinking about before we did the podcast, which is it kind of relates to both of us, is I'm put out my handy dandy notes. I just want to know when you went to college, because in high school, of course, we had phones, but we weren't really into social media. So how did it change your life in a way, you know, that could be seemingly good or bad, or could be a gift and a curse? You know, just you know, a little overview.
Yeah, no, I think like so you're talking about my experience with social media when I went to college and stuff.
Right, yeah. When you were a teenager going into a young adult.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't have Instagram until I was 18, I think. So I didn't have it in high school at all. Yeah, I had it my first year of college. So that whole time I really didn't have like no Facebook, nothing. And I was fine. Like I ain't need it or nothing like that. I was fine. But even in college, I really didn't use it like that. But I realized in the pandemic, bro, I have used social media so much, but in a bad way.
You're right, in a bad way.
Like as far as I'm on it too much.
Exactly.
Like
it's an addictive trait. I feel you wake up, grab your phone. You know, you have nothing to do, you grab your phone. And when I was growing up, I did want it. And
you did.
I did want it. I can't even lie. I did want it. I think that was the difference between me and you, is you had more of a life that wasn't around social media. But when I was growing up, that's what everything was. Everybody had a phone. Everybody was social media oriented. And I wanted it bad, but we weren't allowed to have it.
Right. And do you think that was a good thing or a bad thing that we didn't have it?
You know, I talk about this with my friends too. At the time, we're like, man, I wish I could do this, wish I could do that. But now I'm thankful that I wasn't always able to do that and be shown things that now that I'm desensitized to, that maybe I should have some emotion towards. And a lot of things,
what? That's a good point.
Right. A lot of things shown online, and it could be gory, it could be messed up, or it could just be small things as people's opinions that shouldn't be taken as lightly as they are today, that are so desensitized. You just read it and then you scroll.
Yeah.
And it just becomes go ahead.
No, what are your thoughts? I saw this recently in the news, and I feel like maybe it ties to social media, but I know you're a huge fan of like New York drill music.
Right.
And so I saw that like the mayor or whoever he is trying to like ban it or something like that. Or,
right. That's a good topic about social media too.
Yeah.
And shout out Jeff again, put me onto the drill, can't cap.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, because when you were playing in the house, I was like, this is actually fire. Like, so shout out to Jeff.
Yeah, it's good music, but the problem is, you know, DJ Academics, he actually came out, you know, DJ Academics, right? Yeah. So some people that don't know, he basically reports on rap and things going on in the industry, etc. And people were blaming him for the violence that was happening through drill music because he was reporting on it and basically inflating these rappers' egos and getting them more publicity to do certain things. So then that would make people retaliate towards the artists.
Right.
So
he was like putting fuel to the fire.
Right. So skipping forward a little bit, DJ Academics put out this statement, said he was done reporting on New York drill because everybody's blaming him for the things that are happening with the violence. And what you're saying with the mayor is, you're saying basically he wants to stop that.
Yeah.
But it's the fuel to the fire that social media is pushing it.
Right. Like it's not necessarily like, even if the music says certain things, maybe it's social media that's kind of like
right. The attention.
Making people feel or making people feel like, dang, maybe I should. Like if someone else says something like, oh, you should have did blah blah blah, then they in their head gonna be like, dang, maybe I should have said. Right. Like it makes people more angry maybe than they would have. Exactly. I don't think it's right to blame a whole genre of music on something that someone else like. That's not that. No one is to blame for that. Is basically what I'm trying to say. But it is a good point of how social media is used for bad things. Like it's a negative effect.
And don't even get me started on the trolls online that dictate so much. They just dictate a lot of people's opinions, of people how they feel about themselves. People, if I don't know if you're on Twitter or not, but if you see the trolls on Twitter, it is insane. It's just constant. And think if you're a rapper, or think if you're somebody of some status, or even just let's say it was me or you, and we were getting trolled. Or we post something that we feel is special to us.
Yeah.
And we are in the comments just getting trolled all day.
Yeah. Now I feel like that's horrible.
It's terrible, honestly. And
or even that I see
that's
people,
the curse side. But
no, I agree. I was gonna say I'm glad we don't have to kind of deal with that. But that's why I make an intention to not troll. I don't troll, like, because even though that celebrity might not know who I am, I just don't want that karma.
Yeah.
Oh, Dijon said that just happened.
Dijon just said just having a Roddy Ricch. Exactly. He posted a snippet on Twitter and people was just going at him, basically calling him trash. To give a synopsis of it. It was calling him trash, saying it sucked. The snippet, he made that great album. Dropped the next one, and it kind of flopped. Flop depending on what you determine flopping is.
Yeah.
And he dropped a snippet, and now people just flip him. Like he was the GOAT of 2020 or 2019, whatever year he dropped that. And then now he's most hated. Everybody flip flops on them, and social media is just a curse. You can't win. You cannot win, and people don't understand. You cannot win online. You just have to do what you want for yourself at that point.
Yeah, because like, who cares? I mean,
who cares?
I'm saying as far as like if something like that is stopping you from posting what you want to post, I feel like just ignore it. You know what I'm saying?
And I know it's harder to say than do, but ignoring. When you're that's the whole thing with social media. When you're so in tune with it, and you're so attached to it, it's impossible to ignore when that's your only source of motivation in life.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, I feel like it is kind of naive to make it seem like, oh, you can just ignore it when it's not. It isn't that easy for sure. Especially if you want to connect or use it for positive stuff.
That's easy. The number one use of communication to this day. So it's hard. I know it's harder to say just ignore it because people are literally on it all day. That's where people get all their news from.
And I think even with me, I like even when certain things pop up, as if it's Valentine's Day or all that stuff, you get so consumed of like trying to see what everybody's doing, or you be like, dang, why is that not happening to me? Like, why don't I have someone? Blah, blah. So a lot of that stuff, you start to compare yourself. And it's all they always say, like, it's a good source of like information and stuff, but it could be like it could control you, and you don't want that to have, like, you want to be the one controlling social media and not the other way around.
And it's just when that happens, when you're putting on that face for it's just for your friends, and it doesn't have to be on a large scale. But when you're posting something that's untrue to make it seem true, when you post a picture of you looking like you're out to act like you're doing something, you're really just inside, that's literally putting on a face for people that don't even matter.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I don't think people realize that you're doing that.
Does that ever affect the way you post things? Do you ever think, dang, like you try to, and you can be very transparent, because I think a lot of people go through stuff like that, but do you ever say, I got to make sure my picture is perfect? Or
100%.
Yeah. And probably some of your friends feel like that too. Or even my friends.
Definitely. I went through a spell back when first semester of my sophomore year, which was back in 2020, the fall 2020.
Fall
Fall
2021.
Yeah. 2021, yeah. When I was posting pictures and things and stuff on my story where I took, you know how many pictures you took of me. It was like
hundreds.
It felt like an infinite amount of pictures. This is the honest truth. I even know what picture it was. It was one with the glasses with the purple shoes on. I'm telling you, I waited to post a picture like 3 days after I really took it, and I'm looking at the picture every single day. It like just looking at it, making sure it's fine. Scrolling, see if I like the lighting, see if I like it being this or. And you know what the weird thing is?
What?
I didn't necessarily feel like I was doing it for the people when I post it. It felt like I was doing it for myself to try to seem perfect in a way. But for me, it was like I'm trying to be better than myself.
Right. It wasn't necessarily that you thought people were going to feel a certain type of way about it. It was more so, but that might have to do with the fact that you were putting it on social
media. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's worse, the fact that you want for yourself to be better than yourself. And that's impossible because you're trying to perfect yourself in the same time.
It's not possible.
It's not possible to do
especially,
that.
Right. Especially when you're comparing to people who that's not even how they look either. Or,
right. It's like you're trying to one up yourself, which is impossible. It's like you can't one up yourself in a way.
And I think even doing this podcast helps me like get out of my comfort zone because I don't like it's weird to see yourself on camera. You know what I'm saying?
It's not,
and like posting stuff on social media consistently. Yeah, because even I think for the social media part for me is like a lot of self-doubt when it comes to what we do. Not saying that I don't believe in our potential or that I don't think we can do it, but it's just more so because I'll be more willing to support someone else's stuff than to put my stuff up there. Because I'm like, dang, am I bothering people or do they want to listen to this or do they care about this, stuff like that? So this whole doing this podcast and even the business in general has helped me get out of my comfort zone and learn how to support myself.
I think we can agree on that. The fact of getting out your comfort zone, because a lot of times, I know you remember back in like 2019, I would always say only 3 posts at the top. Remember I used to say that? You used to say that it would like so I wanted to be even at the top.
Yes.
And then I just started going on posting Rampage, and at some point before I started doing it, I was super not insecure but super uncomfortable with putting myself out there that many times and thinking, well, am I doing too much? Is it making like, oh man, this dude posted again?
Yeah.
But then I got out of that. I was like, man, I want to show off for me. That's how it really fit my script. But I think it takes a long time to get there. At least for me, it did. It took since middle school. I wasn't posting on Instagram really.
Nah, you
posted just in general and social media. That's what I'm saying. On the benefit side, it definitely unlocks a sense of confidence. But the problem I think people have is, where is that sense of confidence coming from? Is it coming from someone else or something? Or is it really just you saying, I just want to put myself out there because I never have before. And I just want to show off the things that I'm good at. So
that's true.
You don't always have to think of it as, someone else is fueling me to do this. Maybe it really is just for you,
Yeah, and it could be both ways. Like maybe someone, because a lot of people put the validation into how many likes or comments you get or shares or views when you shouldn't do that, because that's like that stuff goes away.
Exactly. It's meaningless.
Because even people with the most likes and views don't even feel good about themselves.
No, it's meaningless. Really do it for yourself. And that's what everything in life besides social media, but it really is a gift and a curse because it has ruined so many lives, but it's also changed so many lives.
Yeah, even with how we were saying, like you could talk a little bit about how well our TikTok has been doing. Like that's from social media.
And and I told you that's the key to success, my boy.
You've been trying to be a certified TikToker for some years now.
For years, back in quarantine, I was locked in on the TikTok.
Yeah.
And back then I was just like, I'm looking at people on the videos one video blowing up millions of views, and they get endless followers, and they rich and they flooded right now.
And we just been trying to figure out ways to spread our message. Like it's more so, of course, if other things come with it, is lit. But
but we really just put our clips on there to, like, we want people to feel the message. It can have one of the smallest views on the thing has some comments and just people saying that they want us to keep going and things like that. And some of the most views may have no comments, but the one that with that comment, it was like, it feels good when somebody actually watched the video, understood it, and then
Yeah.
they gave us some feedback. And that's what we're really looking for.
Right.
Our motto from the beginning was, if you just changing one person's life is what our goal is. Not
That's
the
all right
follower
with
count,
us.
right? Not the follower count, not how much money we can produce.
Mm-mm.
It did feel good. And I remember I sent you the screenshot
Yeah.
to see that. I was like, man, I was just smiling. I was like,
yes, because
I was just really happy.
Because we know what we have to say can help somebody, but it's just trying to figure out a
how we
way
can get
to
it
make,
out there.
Yeah, and someone says, trying to be perfect is not good, and
That's true.
Instilling positivity, that's facts.
But it is hard not trying to be perfect when you see your favorite person, or someone that you look up to, having all these things that you know aren't achievable at your life right now.
Yeah.
And that sign of perfection is just it's not real. All those things that is being shown is not real, it's not authentic. But it's hard it's harder to understand that,
without like, it's hard to understand that. I guess it's just hard to realize it, I guess.
Yeah, it is hard to realize that.
I was even watching this documentary on Netflix. I forgot the name of it, but it was just talking about how the algorithm works to make sure that you stay on their platform for longer and longer and longer. So they'll make sure that certain stuff on your Explore page that they know you like, or so it's all a game. You just don't want that stuff to control you, because it can get out of hand quick.
It definitely will control you. I've definitely been victim of saying I'm gonna get up right now and I keep scrolling.
Yeah. So what are some tips that you would suggest to someone if they wanted to be able to like manage their social media time, and it's very hard, especially for your generation. Yeah. And I'm on the cusp of your generation as well, but I'm just saying, like, what do you have any type of, what would you suggest, or maybe
definitely
have you try to do?
A super tip. I have a super tip.
Okay.
Find a nice hobby. You may say that's too broad, but for me, that was making Legos. I really enjoy making Legos.
Oh, I thought your Legos on the table. I was going to show them, but I don't see it. I think it's in your room.
Yeah, I wish you could show my Batman mobile.
Oh,
it's up in my room.
Yeah, and you just did the Venom one. That was fire.
Tell the executive producer to go get that, but she can show it out like that.
Oh, yeah. If our showrunner is listening, can you bring down the Venom one? That joint's fire.
And she can't reach the Batman one.
The Batman, I think, is too high. It's too high. But
regardless to the fact, that's something I enjoy to do, and it really allowed me to release like some. It just gave me some free time.
Yeah,
some free time just to listen to music, lock in. So I was able to do that while not being on my phone, taking hours out of the day to relax.
I found it. We got it down here.
That's my most recent project.
Wait, let me show Instagram first. This is what they already did. The Venom joint was fire. I got the Batman one too. Hold on.
Oh yeah, she had the Batman one?
Yeah, let me show.
Show the Batman one. That's my real prized possession right
This joint is old too.
That's my real prized possession.
Fire.
You see it. So it's little small hobbies. That was real pain right there.
Yeah.
Anyways, just small hobbies that can uplift your daytime.
I let Venom sit with me.
Yeah, make you happy. And those little things. I know you used to knit back in way back.
I did.
You like to do puzzles. You like to draw.
And I actually can take that advice from you, because I think I've lost a lot of the times that I've done. Oh, I have a Lego.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah.
But no, you're right though. I think that we do need to do better with. This is my Lego, y'all.
Exactly.
I did like a flower one.
And it's taking time with the purpose,
Yeah.
It's allowing the part of your life to. You're doing something, but it's not wasted time. It's not just busy work. You're achieving some type of goal. So that's what I think when you find a hobby, to find a goal connected to it, and it allows you to be away from your phone or be away from social media without you even noticing.
And it makes you feel like it's not like a waste of time.
Exactly.
How you said, it won't feel busy where I'm just trying to do something to keep my mind out. It's like, no, if you had a goal connected to it, it feels more interesting to do. Yeah, I think that's a good tip.
Yeah, having a goal is really what makes something of it. Compared to it just being you're fiending not to grab your phone.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Doing something.
I agree, because I think in my normal life, I didn't even be on social media like that. But because I have so much idle time, I'm on it a lot, and that's something I want to get away from. I want to be able to. Oh yeah, someone said scrapbooking. Oh yeah, scrapbooking.
Yeah,
That's
scrapbooking. We still do that.
Yeah, so I just think
family activity.
I'm glad you said that because I can definitely use that advice. Kiana said that's fire. I think that with the Legos. Girl. But yeah, I think that was good. You know how we do before we jump off ahead. Do you have anything you want to plug or some last minute thoughts that you wanted to discuss?
I do have some last minute thoughts.
Okay.
And I have some plugs.
Okay.
Last minute thoughts about everything. Social media is a whirlwind of thoughts and ideas. But at the end of the day, when you set your phone down, I think just taking that time to release and actually having your own thoughts is super important because you get swindled into believing things that other people are telling you. Mm-hmm. And then that thought then becomes your thought, but it's really not your idea.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I think people should really try to curate their own thoughts. And when you have them, write them down so you don't forget them.
Yeah.
Because it's super easy to read someone that you believe is your favorite or the celebrity that you look up to, and then just get it and run with it.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right.
So just take the time to write your own thoughts down, what you believe, not what someone else believes. Mm-hmm. So that's super important. That's my last thought. And
that's only your one take,
plug
Dre.
For today. One take, Dre.
Facts.
And then we have one plug for today. Check out the hats.
Yes.
They're to them. They're the best hats.
Yes. Handmade with love. Rice. Definitely. Please get you one to support them, another Black-owned business. So with the bundle, you'd get one of these hats, either the one I have on or the one De'Andre has on. And then one of our shirts to go with it for $50. So half of the proceeds will go to us. So we'll be able to give back to the community with those funds. And then half of it will be able to support someone else's business, which we were talking about generational wealth. So you look like the guy from Fat Hour. Remember the one who he couldn't see?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
But yeah, so thank y'all again for tuning in. De'Andre has a life outside of this. So we always like to be conscious of our time. But thank y'all so much. If y'all ever want to just hit us up or whatever, you know how to find us. Our Instagram is right here, our little handles. Hit De'Andre up, actually.
Yeah, DM me. I don't talk to nobody during the day. So just DM me. I'm always going to respond. I'm never going to be that guy that doesn't respond. If you want to talk to me, it's between me and you.
Facts. So thank y'all so much. Thank you for everybody who always joins and catch us again next week. We'll have another topic.
Thank you for joining.
Bye, y'all.